Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Thanks so much for stopping by and joining me, and today I'm excited to share my design team project for Kraft Supplies for You. And again, Kraft Supplies for You is an online store that carries laces and trims, appliques, embellishments, flowers, charms, beads, and so much more. It's an awesome store to shop at. And as many of you guys know, earlier this month, Julie, the store owner, did have a 30% off sale in both her .net and her Zibbit store. And she has decided to continue that sale through the end of this month. So if you thought you might have missed it, no worries, because she is continuing it through the end of the month. So everything is 30% off. I mean, laces, trims, doilies, appliques. And then she's also started carrying some really fun, what I call grab bags or mix bags of different items. She has a grab bag or a mix bag of organza trim, just miscellaneous laces and trims. She still has the doilies mix bag. She does have the fabric flowers. She has a mix bag or a grab bag available, and also a charm bag for charm. So great deals, because that 30% off also applies to them. I decided to create a traveler's notebook for today's project, and it's cloth covered. It's something I've been wanting to try. I'm still learning my sewing machine, and so I was able to use my sewing machine on this project, so I'm very thrilled about that. For today's project, I did end up using a lot of doilies from Kraft Supplies for You. She does have, like I said, a wonderful grab bag or a mixed bag of doilies, so I used a whole bunch of those. And then I also bought some separate bags of doilies that I used on here from Kraft Supplies for You. And so what I ended up doing is taking a piece of muslin, and I just literally layered it with tons and tons of doilies all over the muslin. And instead of gluing them on, I decided to actually sew them on. So I just kind of went round and round on my sewing machine around the different doilies and attached them. And I also ended up adding in some eyelets so that I could put my elastic through there. I did create a tassel using some trims, and a couple of these are Kraft Supplies for You. Here's one of the ones. I think this one I had from one of my first design team packages, and I had it left over. And I was thinking, you know, now that Julie has the mixed bag of laces and trims in her store, it'd be really fun to purchase one of those and actually create some tassels using some of those trims that you would get. And then I also added, just as a little decorative embellishment, she does carry this wonderful 3D loopy trim. And so I did add that on my tassel, just kind of as a little extra embellishment, which I love using that 3D loopy trim for that. And she does carry that in other colors. There's blue and there's black and peach, I think pink, the nice mint green color. So lots of choices. And so that was the tassel I created. And then I did start off with some lace trim from my stash and created the base of this flower. And then on top of that, I layered a couple more of the doilies that I received in my mixed doily bag from Kraft Supplies for You. And then on top of that, I added this wonderful applique that comes from Kraft Supplies for You. It's pearls. And I just thought that was so gorgeous. And then to kind of finish off my whole cover, I did go through and I glued on some flat back pearls on a couple of the doilies. If the middles of the doilies showed, I tried to glue down a little pearl, because I just thought that kind of brought out the pearl applique that I had right here. And then I wanted to show you guys, in case you're wondering, because this does free move on here. I thought about just making a clip and having it clip on, but I know that I wanted to leave this on as my closure. And so I just wanted to show you guys how I did that real quick for you guys that maybe don't know. Is I just took a piece of felt and I just snipped it, and then I added my little elastic that way. And so then I built my flower on top of that. And so for here, I just pulled out another one of my Kraft Supply for You bling, because I was debating about using this one on here also. And so then you would just glue that on top, but you just want to make sure that when you glue it on top of the felt, that you only glue it right here and here, here and here. You don't want glue right here, because you want this to be able to move freely. So I just thought I would kind of share that little tidbit of how to create a little embellishment that moves freely on your journals or your traveler's notebook. So I just wanted to show you this little applique. Like I said, I debated. I went back and forth between whether I wanted to use this one or this one on this journal. And so this is what it would have looked like with just this applique, which I think is gorgeous also. So this is like a really fun applique that Julie carries in her store. She also has some really nice bling too that would be really cute on this. But I really love how this journal turned out. And so on the inside, what I ended up doing is just cutting up a doily and using it as a pocket right here. And then also here, I added a few more of the flat back pearls up to each corner and on the doily. And for this, I just grabbed a couple of Traveler's Notebook inserts that I already had in my stash just to put in here. But you could easily create your own signatures and add them in here. And my whole journal, for those that want to know, it measures approximately 8.5 inches long. And it's about 5.5 this way. And I just chose that size because I had these inserts, so I kind of made it to fit these inserts. Thanks again for stopping by and checking out my latest design team project for Kraft Supplies for You. Again, I will leave links below in the description box for the .net store and the Zibbit store, and you can shop at either one of these stores. They both have the 30% off sale going on everything in the store. I will also leave links below for the other social media sites for Kraft Supplies for You. There's a blog and a Pinterest page and on Instagram and on Facebook, so you can find us in quite a few different spots. I will also leave links below for the other design team members for Kraft Supplies for You. There is definitely some great inspiration if you go and check out these ladies. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day and happy crafting.